Greeks honor their gods? What way did the Greeks show honor their gods?
By worshiping them.
They worship them.
And by holding festivals.
Holding festivals. Good. What else, Jamila?
Games in their honor.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Held games in their honor.
Held games in their honor. David? They built temples. Yes, they did. They built temples. What else? Sacrifice. They made sacrifices. Yes. Daniel? They created statues for their gods. Yes, they did. All of those things. Very good. Now, one person from each group, bring me, collect your do-nows and bring them to me. One person from each group, collect the do-nows and bring them to me. Goddess. She was a goddess. Okay, is that all of the do-nows?
One person has to do it.
All right. Let's move on down. Deja, can you read the agenda for me, please?
Prep check. Circle of power / respect. Do now. Vocabulary focus. Curriculum. Direct instruction. Student practice. Reflections. Review.
Okay, we've done the do now. Let's go to your vocabulary. You have placed your vocabulary notes in the middle of your group. You can go ahead and pull those out for a minute. And actually, they should be in. No. Yes, in there. Take those out. Find your vocabulary notes. All right, let's take a look at vocabulary. Yes, Zakia.
We all the words or just
Yes, all of them.
mythology, goddess,
Polytheistic.
polytheistic, fable, and epic poems.
Myth, mythology, god or goddess, polytheistic, fable, and epic poems. Who can tell me what is a myth? Let's do a quick review. A myth. What's a myth? Okay, go ahead, Zakia.
A story that people pass down to tell how something happened. From mouth.
By mouth. Zakia, go ahead and finish. An example of one.
An example one is like the tortoise in the hair is not a myth.
Tortoise and a hare is not a myth, but it is one of your vocabulary terms. Who can tell me which one that would be? That's a what? That is a fable. That's a fable. What's a fable?
Well, you know, that's a
What's a fable?
A fable, it's a story, it's a short story that teaches you a lesson. It's mostly has everything.
Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, since we skipped down to fable, let's go back up to mythology. Okay, what's the mythology?
The study of myth.
The study of myth. Remember, whenever you see ology on the end of a word, ology means the study of. Okay, so we're studying myths. Okay, god and goddess. What's a god or goddess in Greek mythology? Right here, Jamila.
A being possessed involving human powers, a female god.
And the goddess is a female.
Zeus, Hera, Artemis, Hermes, and Hermes.
Very good. Zeus, Hera, and all of the ones that you have listed there, all gods or goddesses. Okay, polytheistic. Okay, Tashay. The belief or worship of any god. Fable. Let's go to epic poems. What's an epic poem? Latrice.
A long poems that tell the story of heroes.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Long poems that tell the story of heroes.
Very good. Can you give me an example of one?
Iliad
Odyssey. The Iliad and the Odyssey. Who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey? Who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey? Say it again. Homer. Very good. The vocabulary words. Read them for me one more time, Joy.
myth, mythology, goddess, polytheistic, fable, epic poem.
Thank you very much. Okay. You may put your vocabulary words away. We're going to get, you already have these on your desk, the listing of the gods and goddesses. Take that out. If you don't have one, I will bring one to you. Take that out. I want you to look and tell me which one of these gods you identify with most. Which one of these gods? Which one do you think you are most like? You did We'll talk about it in a minute. Right now, let's start with you, Malik. Which one? Hades. Hades. Why Hades? Who was Hades first?
He was a brother of Zeus. I think that's how you pronounce the name.
Zeus. He was Zeus's brother. He was the god. What was he the god of?
The underworld.
He was the god of the underworld. So he was, for us, he was like the devil.
Lord of the underworld.
Okay. Anything else? Nope. Okay. All right, my child. Which one for you? Who? Aphrodite.
Yeah, like
Who was Aphrodite?
she was the goddess of love and beauty.
She was the goddess of love. Okay, Aaron. What god for you?
Aries.
Aries. Why Aries? Who was Aries, first of all?
Zeus.
Hercules. Why Hercules? Was he a full god? No. He was half god, wasn't he? He was half man.
I think I'm more like Pegasus.
Why Pegasus?
Because it was a horse with wings. A little wings.
Shay, which one of the gods for you?
Aries, he was the god of love.
Arrows. You're going to create a storyboard, something similar to this. You're going to choose 2 of your favorite gods, or 2 of those gods that you want to discuss. You're going to, in each one of the squares, tell a story, okay? But it has to tell a story about the god that you have selected. All right? For example, I have selected Zeus up here. Okay? My first square simply tells me who Zeus was. Zeus was the god of heaven and earth, right? Then in my next box, I've drawn Mount Olympus. What was Mount Olympus?
That's where all the gods live.
That's where all of the gods live. Zeus lived right at the top of here. What happened? What did Zeus do when he was upset or angry?
He
with
threw
the
bolts
people?
at lightning.
He would, right, exactly. He would throw lightning bolts down at them. So this shows how he's doing your own god or goddess, and you're going to create a storyboard for that god or goddess. Any questions?
We can only make 3 boxes, like 2 boxes telling the story now.
No, you can. You must have at least 3 boxes, but you can have more. Okay. Anything else?
Scudder, on yours, Artemis, wasn't Artemis a boy?
Artemis was a female,
You say on his a boy.
not Artemis.
I mean, Apollo.
Apollo was
Yeah,
a
you
boy.
put twin sister.
Artemis was Apollo's twin sister. You have to have your squares first. Here's your other page. Remember, you're creating a storyboard, and you have to have your squares first. And each one of the squares is going to have a different illustration that pertains to that God, that tells a story about that God. Every box has to have some kind of illustration, something visual. You have a piece of paper that gives you a description of all of the gods. That's what that is. If you flip through it and read through it. Think about your logo. Think about your logo. Who do you think that for example, like these. This is the United States it's health, right? Here's another one. This is heroes. This is symbol of the eagle, right? This is he was the goddess of Greek Zeus's wife. She was a very jealous god. Okay, she was goddess of marriage. And he was sent here with the Artemis. Okay, I need your actual logos. Oh, I got the very good. Okay, you have 60 seconds to get wrapped up. 60, get your desk straightened up. 30 seconds. Thurman, let's go back on the All right, team 12. I need 0. All right. Let's do a quick review. Describe how the Greeks viewed interaction with the gods. Thurman, how did the Greeks view interaction with the gods?
They built temples, held special events, and statues.
Okay, that's how they honored their gods. They built, yeah. But how did they view interaction with the gods? What did they believe the gods to do? What?
Be a goddess of something.
But how does that affect the Greeks' lives? How did they say the Greeks? They affected the Greeks' lives in the way they lived, for example, and how they did things, right? Hold on a minute. The Greeks honored their gods. They did what? What's one of the things they did, Joshua?
They had ceremonies, they had feasts, and they had Olympics.
They had festivals. And then they honored Zeus with the Olympics. And they did what else? What was something else that they did to honor their gods? They built what?
Statues.
Statues. Thank you. They built statues. Okay. Explain how Greek literature continues to spread throughout modern literature and language today. For example, what's one of the things that we got from Greek mythology that we use today? What's
Symbols.
huh?
Symbols.
Symbols. We use their symbols in advertising. Good. What else? Huh? The Olympics. We get our Olympics directly from the Greek Olympics. What else?
Alphabet.
Huh? Some names, okay?
Alphabet.
The alphabet, very good. What about some of our tales, like the hare and the tortoise, right? That comes from Greek literature. What is it? It's a fable, right? Who was Homer again?
The blind man.
He was a blind man that wrote what?
Across the earth, across the world.
No, he wrote the tale, the little myth.
What did he write? He wrote, what were they called? It's one of your vocabulary words. It's one of your vocabulary words.
Epic poem.
Epic poems. He wrote epic poems. What were the two most important, most famous epic poems that he wrote? The what? The Odyssey. The Odyssey was one, and what was the other one? Somebody said it. The Iliad. The Iliad and the Odyssey. Very good. Okay, let's go to our designs. Somebody share with you how did you feel about doing your designs and your logos?
Well, at first,
That we got from Greek mythology that we use today. What's
symbols.
huh?
Symbols.
Symbols. We use their symbols in advertising. Good. What else? Huh? The Olympics. We get our Olympics directly from the Greek Olympics. What else?
Alphabet.
Huh? Some names, okay?
Alphabet.
The alphabet, very good. What about some of our tales, like the hare and the tortoise, right? That comes from Greek literature. What is it? It's a fable, right? Who was Homer again?
The blind man.
He was a blind man that wrote what?
Across the earth, across the world.
No, he wrote the.
It's one of your vocabulary words.
Epic poem.
Epic poems. He wrote epic poems. What were the two most important, most famous epic poems that he wrote? The what? The Odyssey. The Odyssey was one, and what was the other one? Somebody said it. The Iliad. The Iliad.